Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Jen and I'm so glad you're here because today we are planning another trip to Disney World and also going on my first Disney cruise. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing all the details about my trip, what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm going with, basically my entire planning process. So get comfy, get cozy, grab a snack, grab a drink, grab whatever you need, and let's just have a chatty one and plan a Disney trip. So a few details about the trip. We are going in November, so it's just going to be in a few weeks once this video goes up, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be going with my sister Allison and my two nephews, Walter and Julian. They've been here on the channel before, and I'm just so excited because also this time when we go on the Disney cruise, both Allison and my nephews, they do eat vegan. So I'm going to be showing you what it's like to have those dietary restrictions when we're on the cruise. And also Walter is autistic as well, so I'm very curious to see how his needs will be accommodated. The ship we're going on is the Disney Dream, and it is going to be for a 3-night Bahamas cruise, and we're staying in an ocean view stateroom. Another thing I wanted to announce as well is that I will actually be spending a couple days solo back in Walt Disney World. I don't know if I had hinted at it or mentioned anything yet in any of my videos, but I did want to kind of keep it on the down low just until I knew for sure that it was going to happen. And it's just been something that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time, and I didn't really want to commit to a full week of traveling solo, so I saw the opportunity to go in a couple days ahead of the cruise and do a Disney park by myself, and I'm just so excited. So I'm going to be getting into all the plans there of what we're going to be doing for my solo part of it, and then also getting into the Disney cruise side of it as well. So I'm just gonna kind of run through the day-to-day itinerary and what my plans look like. Before I get into my itinerary, I just want to mention I'm not going to be sharing any of the exact dates or where I'll be staying when I'm at Walt Disney World, just because I'm going to be by myself and for safety reasons I don't want to be sharing that stuff. I will mention though that I will be staying on Disney property at one of the Disney Value resorts. I just felt it was safer, obviously, if I'm by myself to stay on site versus off site, just with like security at Disney resorts and all that. But leave me a comment down below with your guesses as to where you think I'll be staying. So let's get started with my travel day plans. Travel day is maybe like my favorite part. I just love the anticipation. You have like your whole trip ahead of you, even though you're like so exhausted waking up so early for like early flights and everything. And like this time I'm going to be, doing it by myself. I have traveled by myself before on planes before, so that part doesn't really make me nervous or anything. But I have a early morning flight out of Toronto on the day I'm leaving, so I'm gonna ask Alex to drop me off at the airport and then give him a kiss goodbye, because I won't be seeing him for a week. Sadly, he's not coming with me this time, but hopefully he can come with me on the next one. And I think I'm also really gonna try and just pack a carry-on. It might be hard, but I'm really gonna try and do that. So stay tuned for that pack and prep with me video. It's going to be interesting. So my flight into Orlando will arrive in the early afternoon, and then I have a Mears bus booked to take me from the airport to my resort. Then once I get to the resort, I will check if my room is ready. Hopefully it is. I don't usually like to do the online check-in. I like to do to go to an actual person, because one, I usually find like my room request will be more likely to be honored if I talk to an actual person. And two, I always feel like they're able to get me into a room quicker than per se waiting for the online check-in. So I'm going to do that. Once my room is ready and I have, I know where I am, I know where I need to go, I'm going to place my Instacart order. I have a running list of stuff I want to get, but it's mostly going to be like breakfast stuff. I'm going to get water. I might order some alcohol, like beer or something for the cruise as well at that point. I might see if I have time to go to the Character Warehouse in the afternoon. I don't have a car, so I'll probably just Uber over there or something, but I do want to check out Character Warehouse because I feel like around the time when I'm going, a lot of the Halloween stuff might be on sale or, on clear out and that sort of thing. So I kind of want to go check it out if I can. And then the rest of the afternoon, evening, I'm going to be going to Disney Springs, of course, to go shopping. Lots and lots of shopping. And I definitely want to look for one of those like headbands that have like you can like make your own headband with those characters on it. I want to check out. And then I'm going to look at pins, and then I'm going to walk around and look at all the other stores as well. And once I'm all shopped out at Disney Springs, I haven't really fully decided what I'm going to do for dinner this night, but I either going to have it at Disney Springs, I'm going to go to Chicken Guy or maybe Pizza Ponte, Or my other idea was to take a bus back to the Polynesian and grab dinner there at like Captain Cook's maybe, but then grab a Dole Whip and then watch the happily ever after fireworks from the beach there. I'm not going to be going to Magic Kingdom on this trip, but you know, if I can see the happily ever after fireworks, that would be ideal because it's like my favorite fireworks show ever. Once I finish watching the fireworks, I might take a bus from the Polynesian back to Disney Springs and then grab a bus back to my resort after that. I would go to like Magic Kingdom and, you know, take a bus from there, but like once the fireworks are over, it's probably just going to be absolutely slammed. So I kind of want to avoid that if I can, unless you guys have another suggestion on a better way to get back to my resort from the Polynesian, let me know. But I think the only option really would be either to Uber, or if I want to avoid the crowds, like to take a bus to Disney Springs, because that's the only place that will still be open. Day 2, and this is the park day, the one park day that I have planned for my little mini solo trip to Disney, and we are going to be going to Epcot. I did put out a poll here on YouTube and on my Instagram stories asking what would be the best park to go to when you're traveling solo, and Epcot won by a margin, and so I decided I would go back to Epcot. I'm going to be taking advantage of the early entry time here for Disney Resort guests, so it's from 8:30 to 9, so I'm going to be getting up at the crack of dawn and making sure I'm there right when it opens. So my two must-dos for this day are Frozen and Guardians. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to be doing multi-pass. I'm leaning towards no, just because I feel like in the morning, if I get there early enough, I should be able to get a lot of stuff done, hopefully. So my plan is if I don't do the multi-pass, then I will get there right for when it opens for early entry at 8:30 and then beeline it for Frozen, get that done, and then after that go back to like where the front of the park is, where the rest of the rides are, like do like World Nature, like Soarin', Living with the Land, Spaceship Earth, and then instead I will buy a Lightning Lane for Guardians. So I kind of want to do it that way. I'd rather pay to go on Guardians and know what time I'm riding rather than join the virtual queue, even though it doesn't cost extra. But I think it'll really help my anxiety, like with going on that ride. I get like really anxious when I'm not sure when I'm going to be riding, and then worried about like eating before I go on the ride and that sort of thing. So if I can like get a ride time for, I don't know, like 10 a.m., that would probably be ideal. For lunch this day, I'm probably just going to be walking around and exploring the food booths for food and wine. I'm thinking I'm not a very big eater anyway, and I'm not really sure about paying like for going to a quick service in that. Like I was looking at some of the menus and I'm like, do I want to be spending that much, or do I just want to have like little bites here and there as I go? So I was leaning more towards doing that. I've made a list of the food booths that I really want to check out, and a few of them are like Flavors from Fire. They have a burger there that I've heard really good things about. Forest and Field, they have this pumpkin ravioli that sounded amazing. Bramblewood, they have the roasted veggies, which I'm always looking for. It's always such a struggle to get your veggies in when you're at a Disney park, so this will definitely be needed. And then of course there's going to be like a bunch of other beers I want to try. There's one from like Hawaii, which is a mango IPA I want to try. There's a watermelon lager. So there's just like a ton of stuff that I want to try. And then maybe in the afternoon, I might take a break back at the resort. We'll see what the weather's looking like if it's hot or how I'm feeling, if I'm tired, that sort of thing. Because to go back all the way to the resort on the bus, you know, it takes a big chunk of time of your day out of your day. So I might want to do that. Depends if I buy anything. Maybe get some more pictures. I don't know if I'll really chill at the pool. I'll probably be too antsy and like want to do stuff because I'm there for such a limited amount of time. I want to get done as much as possible. So we'll see how I'm feeling at that point. And if I don't decide to go back, or if I do, you know, the rest of the afternoon, I'm going to be just wandering around World Showcase, taking in all that atmosphere. And again, just walking around, looking at all the food booths as well. If I get hungry again, I'm probably just going to be doing dinner there. And then to end off the night, I might stay for Luminous. Maybe we'll see again how I'm feeling, because the next morning I have to be up really, really early. So we'll see if I want to stay or not. Luminous is like, it's okay. It's not my favorite fireworks show, but if I'm feeling like seeing it, sure, I'll stay. But if not, and I want to just have like an early night back at the resort just to sit and chill and get organized for the next day, I might just do that. The next day is Embarkation Day for the Disney cruise. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So this cruise that we're getting on, it's actually not leaving from Port Canaveral, so I have to get myself from Disney to Fort Lauderdale, where the Disney Dream is leaving from. So I decided I would take the Brightline train. I've always wanted to try this, and I've only heard good things about it. So I'm going to be taking Mears back to the airport from the resort. My pickup time is at like 6:45 because the train leaves really early, and I need to make sure that I allow myself enough time to get from Orlando down to Fort Lauderdale to board the ship. Then once I arrive in Fort Lauderdale, I'll probably just take an Uber to the port where I'm going to meet up with Allison and the nephews, and then we're going to get on the Disney Dream. I'm so excited. This part of the trip is just so unknown to me because, I mean, we've never been on a Disney cruise before, and I'm just so curious what the whole process looks like. I went on a Royal Caribbean cruise last year, but that was out of Miami, so I've never gone out of Fort Lauderdale before, but from what I've been seeing and stuff, it does look pretty straightforward, so it should be good there. But then once we get on the ship, we're just going to explore and do all the things. We definitely want to check out the kids clubs. We're probably gonna have lunch at Cabanas or do like one of the sit downs and that sort of thing, and just wander around. I really just don't know what to expect exactly, because like the cruise aspect of things is always so different when compared to like a Disney World trip. Like I feel like I know what's gonna happen on a Disney World like side of things for a trip, but like Disney cruise is just so different. For the second day of the cruise, we are going to Lookout Cay. We don't really have too much planned on this day. We were just going to get off the ship and explore the island, just let the kids go swimming, chill on the beach. I definitely want to go to the store and get a pin from here. And this night is also going to be pirate night. This is one thing that I've been really looking forward to, is dressing up in like pirate stuff and doing like all the fun pirate things and seeing the show and seeing the fireworks at sea. Like it's just going to be so fun. And I have made us some shirts, of course, to wear on pirate night, and I've also got us some pirate swag for the boys as well to have. So it's just going to be so fun, and this is one of the things I'm really looking forward to the most. Then the third day of the cruise, we're going to stop at Castaway Cay. So we're going to have like breakfast and get all organized, and then that morning we actually have the Royal Gathering as well, which I was super happy that the fact that we got that. So the boys actually really like going to see the princesses, and I'm not gonna lie, I want to have pictures with the princesses as well, so I'm excited for this experience. Then we're just going to spend the day on Castaway Cay. We're just going to get off the ship, walk around the island, get lots of pictures, just go swimming, and make sure I buy another pin here as well. Later on that evening, we have dinner reservations at Palo. Me and my sister are going to go there. I'm very curious to see what vegan options they have at Palo, and that's one of the reasons why I booked it as well, because I just want to see what that experience is like, because I really wasn't able to find too much information about it online. And it's going to be our last night on the ship, so I think it's just like a great send-off of the trip to just, you know, have a nice dinner at Palo for me and my sister. And then sadly, our Disney cruise will be over, but on the last day, we'll be getting off the ship. I'll be parting ways with Allison, and because I actually have a late flight leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, so instead of just hanging around at the airport all day, I decided to book a pass at one of the resorts nearby, so I could actually have like a place to just hang out, chill, maybe go swimming, and just relax and unwind. And then eventually, as the day goes by and once it's time to go to the airport, I'll just probably grab an Uber and then take my flight home. So that about wraps up my trip plans. I am so excited and looking forward to this trip. Like I said, it's been such a long time coming, and it's my first Disney cruise ever, and I just really don't know what to expect, and I'm just so excited to be sharing it with Allison and my nephews, and it's just going to be so fun. And yeah, I'm beyond excited. Of course, I'll be vlogging the entire trip. You can expect to have probably about 6 videos, and this series will be coming out or starting in mid-November, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far and commented and liked all my videos. I appreciate you so much, and I'm just so happy that you're here. I'll also be doing live updates on Instagram as I can. I'm not really sure if I will have connection when I'm on the ship, but I will be doing live updates on my stories over on Instagram, so if you're not following me yet over there, make sure you do. It's at Jen Maynard. No, sorry, it's at jen.maynard on Instagram, so make sure you follow me over there. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. And also, before I go, I wanted to mention in my next video, I'm going to be doing a full pre-trip haul of all the stuff that I got leading up to this trip. I have a big bag of goodies here that I'm so excited to share with you, and hopefully it will help you prepare for a trip like this as well. Bye, everyone!